Hi YouTube, it's Narissa, back with another video. I'm going to add on to my goddess study. There's a couple of other little items that I'm going to talk about. It goes along with the goddess study, so it's nothing that's off that base. Lots of ums, sorry. It's 1:30 a.m. and I can't sleep. Yeah, so first off, the last one I did on Hecate. And you remember my little pendant I was going to make for Hecate? Well, I got it done. If I can get it to show the wolf, the dagger, the key, and an onyx stone. Now, this necklace, I change out different pieces now and then, so it's the one that I wear all the time. Pendant for Hecate. It was a lot of fun. I will do some extra stuff with it and get it ready for Hecate night. On to, I am working out of my little goddess book, and the book is not, I'm not writing the whole story about each goddess that I do. I'm just basically doing like a go-to for me to look up so that it's easier for me to pick and choose what I want to do or with that goddess, or it makes it easier. It's like a go-to easy look up, not, you know, I can also, you know, you look at things and some of my notes in my book, and it brings to memory their stories. And it's kind of an inspiration to go and look up different things. And then you keep your interest up and you keep looking at it. So go out there, find some different goddesses, and look them up, write them down, and how you study your goddesses. If there's any goddesses that you would like me to put a little bit of thing on, you just put it down below. I'll be more than happy to. But for that book, you know, it's the little book, my little book that I did. I'm eventually going to do a big book. I have one of my velvet books. It's in one of my arts and crafts videos. It's a velvet book. It's blue and it's got the little goddess figurine on it. I'm going to redo pages with artwork in it, and, you know, pictures of each goddess, and, you know, different little things extra that I can put in with it. If I can find a ritual with that goddess involved or anything like that, I want to be able to put it in that notebook. It's a 3-ring binder, so it should be simple. On that note, today I went to Hobby Lobby because I wanted to buy some more of the charms to make one more Hecate necklace for my girlfriend that I go and do Hecate night with. Plus it's her birthday coming up really soon, so it's kind of like a, you know, a gift for her. But I went to Hobby Lobby and I got those charms, and then I also, so that when I start working in my big book, I wanted to write with calligraphy type pens. And I bought this set. I opened it and I started playing with it just to see if I liked it, because I used to write with calligraphy pens, the old-fashioned ones that you put ink in them. You had the little ink piece and, you know, little ink piece in it, and you shoved it in the pen and you used the pen. Since I've moved, I can't find those. So I thought, well, I'm going to go try this out. And these little marker things. And this is a Speedball Elegant Right. I'm very unhappy with these. I am going to take them back. I pulled them out. I started playing with them to see how the colors were and everything. One of the pen was dried up. And the edges are not really super smooth. I mean, it's like they don't write a nice soft line. I don't like them, so I'm going to take those back. But I did get another one, and it's just black. It's an Itoya, Itoya double-headed. So it's got two sizes of nibs. There we go. Okay, it's got the smaller one, kind of just the smaller one, and then it's got the other end is kind of a bigger nib. So I was kind of hoping I could use that, you know, for making some pretty writing. And then I got online and I seen some other brush work. It's like a brush calligraphy. I'm going to try that too. So they're like watercolor brushes. I'm going to try that too. But anyhow, I'm going off into a different subject. So I was thinking, which goddess do I want to do? I want to do something that is different. But this one I couldn't find too much on her. And it's because they don't know much about her. And she's one of the oldest goddess statues that have been found. And I'm sure you probably know by now who I'm talking about, if you know. The Willendorf goddess, the Venus of Willendorf. Willendorf. It's Willendorf. Okay. This little goddess statue was found in Austria, Willendorf, Austria, in 1908, and she looks like this. Okay. This is the Venus of Willendorf. All right. Now this is a little thing that I made for my own personal. I hang it on the wall. It's got a little hook on the back of it. But this is what she looks like. She's about 25,000 years old. The stone was. It was made in a limestone. It was carved out of limestone. Now, I also was reading that they have found in Europe, they have found hundreds of different little goddess beings like this. But they don't seem to know where she comes from or what her, I mean, you know, 25,000 years ago, that was Neolithic, you know, era. I mean, there's nothing to look up. There's not, they're not finding things out. All they know is that the carving that the archaeologists found and had everything tested, it was 23 to 25,000 years old. So, we're going to do a little bit on Willendorf, but I'm going to, because I feel that she's very powerful. There's something about her. They call her the Divine Mother, Mother Earth, the Earth Mother, the Venus of Willendorf. Those are the names that she goes by. But I wanted to put her in my book. And yes, because I couldn't find anything on her, I used my, you know, my common sense. I guess I would call it common sense. I mean, it was just, it kind of comes to you, what you think would be best used. And I mean, not all magic is a perfect science. Not all of it. Some of it can be, but I mean, I just wanted to have this goddess in my book and things about her that I could use if I wanted to use her in any type of worship. So, what I figured, her rules, because we do rules over in my book, what she rules over, what her thing is fertility, abundance, wisdom, and also Mother Earth. So she is Mother Earth. That is what some people, you know, believe that she was to be. Another thing, I mean, she didn't have any feet. There's other reasons, theories about her. Was she plugged into the ground to help fertile grounds, pregnancies, or was it just a woman that, you know, felt her body and thought, okay, this is how I look. Maybe she carved it out. Well, there's no feet on these little dollies this little statue they find. There's really no feet. She's a big enough woman. She couldn't see past her girls and see her toes. You know, it could be something like that. Or maybe it was a Neolithic man that was hoping for a woman of the statue to, you know, Neolithic porn. Anyhow, there's so many different theories on her. But with her nice full self, she's motherly, she's fertile, she's abundant. So that's where I'm going to put that at. And her stones, of course, limestone, because that was the stone that they found her carved in. And I think that also I'm going to put crystals, because when there are certain types of crystals, there's certain way crystals grow. Some of them they have little babies that spring up all over them, you know, things like that. They're fertile. They're in the ground. They're in the belly. I picked the colors green and brown due to earth. Green, brown, earthy. I mean, her element, of course, is earth. Now, finding the right herbs and animals, I went on ahead and I looked up some different archaeologist finds of what they used to find in some of the different graves and things of Neolithic times. And during that time, certain things grew in abundance, and they believe that wormwood, mugwort, sagebrush, and tarragon they're bitter, but they still had, you know, thing they would chew on them, or they would, you know, use them as sustenance. So anything in the Artemisia family, I don't know how to say that word. I can't say that word. It does not come off my tongue. But basically, wormwood, mugwort, sagebrush, tarragon. Okay. So then I looked up the animals during that time that they found graves and that had been killed, slaughtered, or whatever. And it was the bear, the bison, the horse, and the mammoth. Yes, the mammoth. I had to put that in there. I mean, the time in there, just kind of course, I couldn't find anything for a calendar. I couldn't think of a calendar day that I would put her on. You know, maybe celebrate her on Earth Day. I haven't figured that one out in my mind as to what I would do or use. Tools, the cauldron, in the belly. So, yeah. There's not a lot you can find on her. So, I've put together my own little magic. Let's just put it that way. So, when I was looking things up on her, I have a little goddess book. I'm sorry, my video is getting very long here. I'm sorry. But, it's this one. Goddesses of the World. Okay. I picked this book up some years ago in a metaphysical store. It doesn't even have an ISBN number. I'd give it to you, but it doesn't. Soaring Eagle Company, 1994 maybe? Let me see. I just lost my page. Okay. So I'm going to read you real quick what's in this little book because I rewrote it down and I'm going to use it in my book, you know. So it says, let's get it up here. Maybe you can pause it there and copy it and put it in your book if you wish to do so. And that was a little statue, the little artwork that was done on her. Okay, she is one of the oldest goddess images carved in limestone during the Paleolithic period, found in Willendorf, Austria, circa 25,000 BC. She symbolizes the primordial female, the vessel of life, mystery of maternity, bringing a soul to life and fertility. She is Earth Mother, with her large abdomen and swollen breast, who gave birth to all creation. Her body is the earth and contains all things. Her head is vertically layered in 7 strata, 7 being a fourth of the moon's full cycle and a sacred number of wholeness. That's what that little sign says. Okay, so you can pause it, write it down if you want to put it in your notebook, if you're doing a notebook. But I thought that I would just do something like this on her. I do have a pendant that is a Venus of Willendorf pendant. I probably won't make a charm because I already have one. So I hope this inspires you to go out and look up some different goddesses. Maybe you can find some more stuff out on the Venus of Willendorf for me. Let me know. I would really, really appreciate some input. But other than that, this is Narissa. Early in the morning. You have a wonderful day. Be safe. Bright blessings. Bye.